back to earth. Africa is home to 6 of the world's fastest growing economies. With that said, the continent continues to boost investor confidence with Vodacom Business, ensuring that African expansion projects create profits rather than causing havoc. Joining us in the studio in Johannesburg is Vuyani Jarana, who is the CEO of Vodacom Business. I suppose with your voice and your traditional sort of income streams, Vuyani, sort of falling off, this is an area that you have got to sort of grab hold of, and you've had a pretty good run up to now. I think you've got a 10 billion rand business. Yes,
Lindsay, I think from our side, the enterprise business creates a very big opportunity for Vodacom to grow its own revenue streams. But critically important is the fact that the enterprises in South Africa and in Africa are underserved in terms of the broadband network, high-speed data networks. And this is a big opportunity for us to be able to be a formidable player in South Africa, but also to help multinationals and global enterprises across Africa to be able to take advantage of the growth opportunity by us enabling them with ICT services as a one-stop shop.
Vuyani, how do you get all the stuff across? I mean, are you using third-party networks? Do you say to MTN or Airtel, can we please use your network, along with all your others too?
Look, we have presence in 40 countries from a fixed business point of view. We've got a big presence in Nigeria. We also have a hub of Cameroon. And also, remember, we're part of Vodafone. Egypt, we've got presence through Vodafone Egypt, as well as Ghana. But most importantly, we serve these enterprises even in areas where we do not have our own networks. But the key thing here is how you project manage, because enterprises want consistent service, want SLAs that are being met. So we have teams in West Africa, North Africa, East Africa, hubbing there to make sure that we tie together SLAs. So when you connect enterprises across the African footprint, they want to be in the same wide area network, but they need to know that it's resilient. They can run enterprise resource planning system from one country and in a distributed network. So we provide services with a high level of SLAs by using our own people who are spread across the continent.
Vuyani, what about Neotel? The Neotel deal is obviously key to this whole expansion and all this expansive talk you're talking about. It's still subject to regulatory approval, but how important is Neotel for your aspirations?
Neotel is very, very important for us, Lindsay, specifically in South Africa. Firstly, the SME segment is underserved in South Africa in terms of the high-speed data network, but also the residential areas needs services in terms of fiber to the home. Fiber to the home, fiber to the business are the projects that we're running with as Vodacom. What Neotel does, the infrastructure will help us realize the delivery of fiber to the home a lot more easier, a lot more quicker. It's important for this country because on top of Neotel, we will also invest more capex to make sure that residential areas have access to high-speed data services and also SMEs. We are continuing to invest in the fiber to the business and fiber to the home. However, Neotel in its own will shorten the time to deliver those services. But also, Lindsay, South Africans will remember that the mobile network hangs on the fixed network. As the mobile data grows, astronomically as we're experiencing today, you need high-speed network to backhaul all that data so that you can have an efficient service to the customers. So it's important for us.
Vuyani, you're part of a listed public company and you're expending quite a substantial amount of capex over here. Perhaps you can give a sense of your pricing in these different territories and how that comes about in relation to the return expectations that you have.
When global enterprises are procuring services from us, largely they give us different options. At times, let's say it's a South African entity expanding into 40 locations in Africa, they would say we want to have a single billing hub of South Africa, or they would say we'll bill in country. So of course the services that we provide are in different local currencies, and therefore the pricing is also relative in each country to the underlying services that we get, the cost of providing the service in each country. However, with the benefit of the Vodafone footprint, we're able to give large multinationals the benefits of scale from a multi-country solution, because some countries were able to optimize costs because we've got our own infrastructure, and other countries we have negotiated good deals with some of the local that is fixed network operators, so we're able to pass that benefit through the aggregate power of buying that Vodacom and Vodafone has and then give benefit to the customers.
Vuyani, it's such a difficult environment you work in, exciting and vibrant, but very difficult, because at one stage it was all voice, and then text messages came in, but the voice revenue has plateaued, and now we're talking about your particular area of business, and the competition is absolutely enormous. We've spoken about Neotel. You have referred to Vodafone. How important is it to have Vodafone as a partner?
It's very, very important to have Vodafone as a partner. Firstly, from a point of view of innovation. R&D, we leverage them a lot because they are a global player, they own Vodacom, but also they invest a lot in research and development. But for large enterprises, especially multinational and global enterprises, Vodafone Global Enterprise has got a set of methodology of how to support customers, how to take pain points in delivering ICT, even in most difficult areas. So we take those practices and make sure that all our customers have got access to those practices and therefore are able to provide seamless service. So Vodafone contribution to our own success is key at the enterprise level.
Vuyani, thanks so much for your time this evening. That's Vuyani Jarana, Chief Executive Officer at Vodacom Business.